All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are in this beautiful world. Welcome to our Tuesday morning Inner Circle Live session. I'm your host, Ryan Carthage. We'll be joined shortly by my awesome partner, Mr. Benny Allen. Hope everybody is doing well today. We're going to dive in a little under the weather, so we're going to keep it a little brief this morning. But as always, let's turn off all distractions, prepare your minds and your bodies to engage, as you guys always do. And for the courtesy of everybody on the call, please ensure that your mic is muted if you're not actively asking a question or making a comment. All right. So we're going to take a look at fundamentals real quick. Not a ton to update just yet. Normal cycle as we get ready for the beginning of the month of December with non-farm payroll coming in on Friday. So potentially a slower beginning of the week. Couple things just to keep our eyes on. Stocks rise on China optimism. Investors' mood improves on Tuesday amid hopes that China could soon relax the COVID restrictions. We know all year we've been going back and forth on these extremely tight restrictions coming out of China. The country announced measures to boost elderly vaccination while COVID cases fell for the first time in more than a week. So that's something for us to keep our eyes on that also impact oil as well. Potential push to the upside on oil. So we'll watch that. Eurozone sentiment rises for the first time in 9 months. The economic sentiment indicator in the Euro area rose 1 point to 93.7 in November, following 8 straight months of declines. So moods potentially shifting in the Eurozone, at least temporarily. Okay. Oil rises on hopes China could relax COVID zero. Excuse me. WTI crude futures were up more than 2%, above $79 a barrel on Tuesday, prompted by hopes that China could soon relax some of its COVID restrictions, which could boost oil demand. At the same time, speculation on OPEC Plus may agree on another production cut in its December 4th meeting, also pushing oil prices higher. Last month, the cartel announced a 2 million barrel a day output reduction, and further cuts could also be an option this time. Meanwhile, EU governments failed to agree on Monday on the Russian price cap, which is due to come into effect December 5th. Both G7 and European Union have been discussing a cap between $65 and $70 a barrel, but some countries like Poland advocate the cap should be lower. So again, we got distension coming out of the Eurozone, right? Distension coming out of the Eurozone. We also have that oil embargo coming in the month of December as well. So we know that there's some countries that aren't able to come off of that Russian oil. So they want to make sure that the price is capped at a lower price so that they can continue to import that Russian oil. So we will see how that goes. All right. Then Swiss GDP grows less than expected. Right. So that's something else to keep our eyes on as we move through the month. Through the remainder of the week. Just an overview from a calendar perspective. We got GDP coming in for Canada this morning at 8:30. Later on this morning, we got Governor Bailey speaking and consumer confidence for the United States. Tomorrow, we have ADP non-farm employment change, which is a precursor to the report coming out on Friday, and preliminary GDP for the United States for quarter over quarter, and then JOLTS jobs openings, and Fed Chair Powell is speaking at a conference. All right, so that could potentially move the market. His speech, depending on how deep into inflation and global outlook he goes. Thursday, we have the CPI reading for the Swiss franc. So I said this GDP growth less than expected, right? So we'll see if the CPI comes in a little lower as well, right? So we'll keep our eyes on that coming in on Thursday for the Swiss franc. ISM manufacturing PMI, another inflationary data point for the United States on Thursday as well. Then you have central bank speakers coming to the microphones Bank of Japan, Reserve Bank of Australia, and then the ECB, and even Reserve Bank of New Zealand, right? All on Thursday ahead of non-farm payroll, which this is where eyes are pointed for this week. All right. So any questions from a fundamental perspective? No. All right. Cool deal. Real quick before we look at other setups, I want to take a look at this CAD yen. Because it's in a pretty decent position. So I want us to keep our eyes on it so that we can take advantage if things align for us. So overall, right, coming back to the weekly time frame, right, we got this shallow retracement 118 to 127 zone. Price is coming out of that beautifully, right? It's been a long, strong move to the downside, coming into some weekly support here at 101 439. We get to the daily and we see this nice push. We had a double top scenario here and price is pushing to the downside. Not much of a retracement yet, right? And we're coming into this daily support level. Haven't been able to close below. We're starting to get a little bit of indecision right now. Okay. So daily support, we got a nice deep retracement here. Could push deeper, absolutely. But I want to keep an eye on this because as we go down to the lower time frames, we'll see a potential reversal opportunity. At least back to this 104, 515. So as we get down to the 4, right, it's been kind of rangy, right? We broke below this level here, right? It's 104, 515, 562, right? And we're starting to get a potential double bottom action here, right? Not able to fully close below the support level, right? And we're stalling out a little bit. Okay, so if we get a reversal here, we'll look for a pullback at least back to this 104, 552-ish range. So as we move down to the 1, right, and we see we're tracking that move to the downside there, right, off of that double top scenario, pushing down. We got shallow retracement, 118 and 127 zone in line with this daily support. Okay. And you can see here that double bottom scenario trying to form. All right. So if we get price to hold at this level and push to the upside, we could be in for a decent retracement. Right. And then we'll run an inner trend line like so. Right. Trend line's coming down. If we get a nice break of the trend line, right, we could see price rise. Okay. So we know overall the bias is down, but we're looking at a potential retracement opportunity. We'll see if it gets back here, which it hasn't retested this area that it broke out of, but that's a long way. So we can at least look for a price to come back to this B boundary. Okay. We'd love for it to come higher to that 382. Right. Off of that level, that's 363 pips away. Right. But we'll monitor once we get to this weekly resistance at 178. Right. As we get down to the 5, what you'll see here on the 5 is you got shallow retracement. Price tried to break that B boundary, and then we broke to the upside. Okay. So now we're coming back to retest this daily level that we just pushed through. Right. So we got B boundary play here on the 5-minute chart, right? Giving us that signal that a reversal could be coming as well. Okay. So watch this one. Keep your eyes on it. And if it meets your rules, pull the trigger. I'm just going to run trend lines to the downside here. Like so. Like so. And then we'll run an inner trend line. Come in there. Okay. So I want us to watch that one. If we get some more bullish action here out of this range. Okay. Wait for your confirmations. Be patient. All right. We're ranging, pushing to the side right now. But if we get a nice trend line break here, we'll see if we can get this thing to rise. Okay. Questions here on the CAD yen? Nope. All right, cool deal. All right. So that's that. We're going to bounce back now and take a look at the dollar real quick. And then I want to review the setups that were posted in the Telegram yesterday. We had quite a few opportunities come through that we'll take a look at. So here on the dollar, we're ranging right now, right? We had this push down. It's a 618 retracement level on the 4-hour in line with this daily support, right? And we're just hovering right now, right? Ranging back and forth in the zone. So we could continue to see this range play out throughout the week as we look ahead to non-farm payroll. So don't be surprised if you get a push back up to the top, right? And then potentially a push back down to the bottom. Okay, so your dollar pairs and your dollar crosses could potentially do something similar, right? It could do something similar. Okay, so keep your eyes on that. So that's the dollar index. Real quick, take a look at this. We had quite a few setups come in on the Telegram, right? So we're going to go through these: pound dollar, euro yen, Aussie dollar, NZD Swiss. All right, we'll take a look at that dollar CAD. It hit our extension, that beautiful swing to the upside. And right, those are some updates there on those moves. All right, so we'll take a look at those. And then if we got a little bit of time, take a look at any pairs that you guys have your eyes on. All right, so let's look at this dollar CAD first. Dollar CAD. Come back to so on the daily time frame, we're looking at this move here, right? We had a fresh AB boundary form at this daily support level, and price has been pushing to the upside, right? Coming back into this daily resistance at 135,634. So potentially some more upward pressure. We'll see how that moves, okay? Go down to the 4, and we see the nice retracement there off the B boundary, making its way to the upside. Okay, didn't quite get back to that daily level in that 618 retracement, but we got back to the 50% level. So down on the 1 is where we were looking at. Hold on one second, everybody. So down here on the 1 hour time frame is where we're looking at. I'm gonna remove this and run my fibs in the other direction. We're looking at fibs coming to the upside. Let me find that fib. I might have run them differently. Nope. No, that is right. Let's see. I'm not sure what fib Benny had running there, but this is the retracement here. Yeah, that broke all the way down. Let's see. Let's run a fib off the low here. There we go. That's the level we're looking at there. My bad. We had a nice 8-6 retracement here. And we made our way back to the top. Still got a little ways to go to get to the matching extension here at the 118 level. But this was a beautiful swing here, right? Beautiful swing. So now we're looking for a price. We got a nice pullback here, right? Could push a little bit lower. Got a potential head and shoulders pattern trying to play out there. Could get a deeper retracement, but then ultimately looking for price to push back up to the top side and get to this 118 level and to that daily resistance level. We got anybody that held this trade to the upside? Are still in this?
I closed out at 140 pips.
Beautiful, great work, great work. Hold on one second. My bad, everybody. But great work, Joy. Great work, right? So now we'll see. Let's see if we get a pullback back into this range here. And then see if we can get a continuation back to the upside. Right. We know we got some data coming out on the CAD today that could be a catalyst to push this back down to the downside. So we'll see. We'll watch it. But great work to the upside. All right. Beautiful move here. 183 back to the B boundary. 209 total to that extension level. All right. You got it, Carolyn. Keep digging into the training and keep putting in the practice, man. Keep putting in the practice, right? Part of that practice is having that demo account and implementing what you're learning. That's a big key. It's a big key to it. Okay. But keep putting in the work. You got it. You got it. So that's the dollar CAD. Let's hop over to the NZD Swissy on the 5. Did anybody take these setups from last night?
Yeah, I took one. I took the GU up.
Okay. Sweet. Great work. Great work. All right, so let's bounce back on this NZD Swiss. Let's come back to the daily time frame. Look at it from top down, and then we'll get down to the 5 and look at that setup. All right, so on the daily, we see price has been pulling back. Okay, strong push now to the upside, right? And we'll take a look at that reversal opportunity on the 5 that would have put you in this position here, right? But coming back and we're retesting this previous consolidation zone, right? Breaking above previous daily level, right? And strong push to the upside there. We run our fibs from the top down. We see, right? This is our 618 retracement level, and we're pushing higher. So don't be surprised if we get back to this daily resistance at 60207, right? And get to that 786 retracement level. Okay, so pushing to the upside there on the daily. Come down to the 4, right? And we see here on the 4, right? This is a nice deep retracement on the daily time frame. And we know when we get that deep retracement on the daily, it's likely that the lower time frame fibs get taken out, which you see here, right? Price push took out that A. So now we'll flip the fib and go from the bottom to the top, like so, right? And here we are. We got a 618 retracement. Matching D extension is here at 59,918, which is in line with that daily resistance level, right? We know that daily resistance level is at 786 retracement off of the daily time frame. Okay, so we're pushing to the upside, looking for that D extension to be achieved. Okay, so excuse me, as we drop down to the 1, right? Similar look. Similar look on the 1. Fibs running to the upside, 618 retracement, matching extension there. Okay. So all signs are pointing for more upside movement. Okay. So now as we get down to the 5, take a look at the opportunity from last night. This is what we had, right? We're running our fibs off the high. One more over. Bang. All right. Run our fibs off the high. We didn't get that push down into that 118, 127 zone like we would have liked, but this is the reversal off the B boundary. That's the reversal off the B boundary, right? Running to the upside, but that puts you, right? We talk about the AB boundary being the bat signal, right? And that puts you in prime position. You got your trend line break. Right? You got your trend line break. And price was on the go. Okay. If you wanted to be more aggressive with the trend line, right? You could have. Come like that. Right? And price was on the go. Okay, so beautiful move to the upside. Now we're going to allow price to continue pushing. We got quite a ways to go in this 5 minute, but we'll run our fibs to the upside and we can play those moves now in the opposite direction, right? Looking for fresh AB boundaries and potential 80-20 scenarios on the retracements as price pushes to the upside, right? So now we flip that fib and run it from the bottom. Like so, right? And this is where we sit. We had this nice break of this daily level, right? And we're pushing up. So we'll watch this to see, but another 80-20 scenario here, right? Another 80-20 scenario. So we're in your trend lines to the upside. Like so. Right? And if we get this break, if we get that break, we could be in for a retracement coming back and test that daily level, right? 30 pip move down and then look for an opportunity to get long, right? Break and retest. Broke, come back, retest, and then continuation. Okay. So keep your eyes on that one as well for potential intraday play coming back down to the downside. Questions here on this NZD Swiss? Oh, cool deal. Let's take a look at GU. Pound dollar. So from a daily time frame perspective, we're sitting at an 8-6 retracement level, right? Broke that previous daily resistance here, right? Stalled for a little bit and we're pushing to the upside, right? So that daily level is broken, no longer there. So we do have a new resistance level here, right? So that previous daily level is no longer. This is our daily resistance. We'll add in, let's see. Nope, no support levels there. No support levels there. So that's open, okay? No other support levels coming in there. So 8-6 retracement. We'll see if we get some consolidation, right? We could be in for price to turn over and press down, right? We got this new swing high here. Okay, so as we move down through the time frames, here on the 4, here on the 4, look what we got, right? We're looking for price to push up, and we got that. We got that D extension. We got a fresh AB boundary. All right, we got that daily resistance level coming in here, just shy of that 118 to 127 zone, right? So what we could be in for here, right? We're talking about preparing for that reversal. We'll see if we get a push up to test this daily resistance level, potentially push through it temporarily. All right. We'll see if we get a push like this and then give us a reversal out. Okay. But keep your eyes on this one, right? 4-hour fresh AB boundary on the daily time frame. You got a deep retracement, right? 8-6 level. So we're going to monitor this and look for short opportunities, because overall we are still, or I am at least, bullish on the dollar, right? Bullish on the dollar. So if you run your trend lines here on the 4, you did get a break of your trend line on your 4. Okay, so just more confirmation that we could be looking for a price reversal at some point. Okay, we'll drop down to the 1, and surprise, surprise, shallow retracement, 118, 127 zone. Price is trying to turn over. Okay, so again, we'll see if we get another push to the upside, right? But overall, we're looking for a reversal opportunity here, right? So 80-20 scenario on the 1-hour time frame. Okay. Like so. You see you got the nice break here. Break, pulling back, retesting. So we'll see if this just lingers up throughout the week and gives us a higher opportunity once we get closer to Friday and the non-farm payroll, right? Because that could be the catalyst that gives us the reversal. Okay, so that's on your 1-hour time frame. Now, I'm going to drop down to the 5, and we'll see that move from the 5-minute chart that Benny posted yesterday in the Telegram. But long term, looking for a reversal opportunity here. Okay, so we drop down to the 5, and this is what we had yesterday. Okay, fibs running to the downside, like so. All right, fibs running to the downside. Excuse me. And what happened, we were looking for initially, right? We had the shallow retracement here. We had the shallow retracement there. And we're looking for this 118, 127 zone reversal, because we got price to start to stall out here. But it didn't happen, right? 20% of the time, price pushes to the D extension. But what did occur, right? We pushed that D extension and we got an immediate reversal out of it, right? So this one didn't play out. And this is why you hear us say all the time, don't just run away from a trade if your stop loss gets hit, right? Reevaluate, see what's happening, right? And reset, right? If that opportunity then presents itself, you have an opportunity to play it, right? And that's what happened here, right? Price pushed down, hit the D extension, cool, no problem. Then we got a reversal out, right? Off of a fresh B boundary, and we got that push, right? So at its highest, 122 pips to the upside, right? So that was the opportunity yesterday. It didn't happen when we were initially looking for it, right? And the post that we had was looking for that reversal here at this 118, 127. Didn't occur, right? But then it pushed down further and then reversed. Okay, so that was the opportunity yesterday that was posted, and that's the play, right? This happens sometimes, and that's okay, right? It happens sometimes, right? But reevaluate, see if your bias has changed, right? If it has not, look to see if the new opportunity meets your rules, right? You got a swing low to form. You ended up getting a double bottom scenario here, and then you got a push, right? So any questions on the pound dollar?
I do.
Yeah, talk to me.
So my initial position was a sell. I was in at 1.21127, and based on that fib, it closed out at 1.19602. So then that's when I started seeing a reversal, and I noticed that there was like a retracement on USD. So like the alert that came, the signal that came, not the signal, but the trade idea that came out had confirmed what I was looking at going back up. But it appears that price is back to where I initially had my first trade at, because price hit that area so many times, and isn't GB Great Britain related to the stock market, right? It has the price strength from the market. When I started looking, could this be a complete reversal if it closed above that 15-minute A, or would the 1 hour be more stronger?
Yeah, so the 1 hour will be stronger, but that's also right. We could see price push to this daily resistance level, right? So that's why I'm keeping that in mind, because you got a key level of resistance here, right? So we could see another push to the upside. Okay. So that's with the stocks are trying to rebound, right? With the potentially positive news coming out of China, right? And we know we got non-farm payroll coming on Friday. Okay, so we could see, that's why looking at the DXY, right? We could see that range on the DXY. If you see that range on the DXY, you could see this linger to the upside, right? So in your lower time frames, yeah, that would look like a complete reversal and a move back up, right? But it's just coming back into this daily resistance level here.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So look for that, right? So if you run those smaller waves, right? This is where you sit, right? That's your active fib on the 5. Looking at this reversal here, right? Shallow retracement 118 and 127 zone, double bottom scenario, and we're pushing to the upside. So you could see this start to rise. Okay. And then you'll get that A taken out and you'll flip the fib like that. Right? 8-6 retracement, and you'll start to get your ABCD waves pushing to the upside here on the 5. Okay. So just keep your eyes on that, right? And we'll see how, because we have Governor Bailey speaking this morning at 10 o'clock, right? Could move the market there. And then we got stuff happening tomorrow as well that could also impact the market in one direction or the other. So things to keep your eyes on that could be catalysts for it to push up. And then when that data comes out, we could see it turn over and push back down to the downside. Okay. Any other questions here on this pound dollar? Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right, cool deal. And we're gonna wrap up with the euro yen. I said a little shorter today. And Ben will be back with us tonight. We'll go over some more. But euro yen. So overall, daily time frame, we've been pushing down, right? Been pushing down. We got a level of support here. Okay, so coming back down into this daily level of support, right? At this 382 level. Okay. As we move through the time frames, we see we're getting this nice deep retracement. Bring that down. Got a nice deep retracement on the 4. Okay. If we get another push down, we could come into a double bottom scenario there. All right. But moving down nonetheless. Here on the 1, it looks a little rangy, right? Push up, push down, but that could give us that double bottom scenario if we get price to push back down into the zone. Okay. So we'll watch that there. This one was posted in the Telegram as well. Looking at potential move back to the upside. All right, so we'll run our fib off the high, like so. And this was the move here. All right. Shallow retracement, price pushed down into that 118, 127 zone. So if you run your trend lines off the high, right, come down to your lowest point, bang, trend line break, and it was off to the upside. All right, we got a nice deep retracement, and then price started making its way back down, right? Those ABCD waves. ABCD waves. A, B, shallow retracement, 118 to 127 zone, push up, right? C, made its way down to the D. All right, so now we got the same thing. Had a fresh AB boundary, got a 50% retracement, and now we're just hovering sideways. Okay, so we'll see if we get another push down, get to the D extension, then daily support, and then we'll see if we get a reversal out of that and arrive back to the upside. But this was the move yesterday. All right, so these 80-20 scenarios, all right, they're everywhere. Find them on every time frame. All right, these 5 minutes for those intraday traders, they're frequent. They're frequent. All right, so keep your eyes peeled on those. Keep your eyes peeled on those, right? Beautiful moves. Beautiful moves, right? 60 pips to the upside. Okay. Questions on the euro yen? Questions on any of the setups that came through yesterday? No? All right. We're going to wrap it up there, good people. Ben will be back with us tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Asian session. We'll go over some more. We'll see how the market moved throughout the day. And we'll continue to prepare for the non-farm payroll for the end of the week. All right. You guys have a phenomenal Tuesday, and we'll catch you tonight. Peace.